go get them again.
Welcome back to the Robe Zoe channel. I'm your host Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Cartier, and this is in the women's aisle. We are unboxing Cartier's Baiser Volé Parfum edition. So a flanker to the original Cartier Baiser Volé. Now this is a recent flanker of the top seller of the brand. It was released back in 2022. Never smelt any Baiser Volé, but I hear it's Lily Ford, which this one has in the notes. I just took a little gander at the notes. It's got that typical 3-note breakdown. So again, before we do anything, if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Especially if you're in the female aisle of things and you want to see a male reviewer hit these up. You know, the more interaction I get, the more likes and of course views on a video, the more it interests a fragrance reviewer to do more of these. So I really appreciate it. If it doesn't come, it's fine. I do review whatever comes through, basically. Smash that like button. I really appreciate it. Merci beaucoup. Let's take a look at the note breakdown on this one and let's see what it has. So the 3-note breakdown of Lily, Heliotrope, and Tonka. So already, I'm already thinking, Cartier, first of all, is a great brand. Nose is Mathilde Laurent. But it is a brand that I feel beats at their own drum. They're not a brand that really, and I don't know in the female aisle, but in the men's aisle, they really don't piggyback on the trends. They really are like a brand. Cartier does this. I think Lalique, Kenzo, Issey Miyake even. There is some brands out there in the designer game that continues to do their own thing. And I really, really respect that. It's not hard to be a Yves Saint Laurent, Gucci. Gucci does sometimes they go the right path and then they go back to the old path. But like YSL Wise and stuff like that, it's not hard to do that. It's piggybacking on an already made recipe. So Heliotrope and Tonka, they are familiar in some ways. Heliotrope, I always kid that it goes hella powdery on my skin. We'll see if it does here. Tonka obviously does have powdery aspects, but Heliotrope and Tonka both throw off almond-like qualities as well. So we're gonna see what we're gonna get. Let's unbox this one. It is a first for me of this line. Let's see. This is part of the big Fragflex haul. So obviously a returned product. It doesn't look like there's much of a dent. It's a 100 ml bottle. Very simplistic bottle. Actually, the atomizer, how does this work? It's a side. Look at that. That atomizer is a fat one. That's a big atomizer. We'll see. That's a custom job right there. I like that they have Cartier written on here, and they do have Baiser Volé on the cap. So very simplistic, very elegant, and well constructed as per usual with Cartier. They do have some pretty nice bottles in the men's aisle as well. So let's delve into it. We're going to put it on a strip first, and then I'll put it on skin and see what I get. Atomizer, very powerful out the gate. I don't know about that. It's not one of the best. Once you go fancy, most of the time, it doesn't work very well. But I see the appeal of it. So let's smell this one. Let's see what we get. It's definitely Lily Ford. So that thought process that I thought that this line is Lily Ford, this one is. It is Lily based. There's a little bit of a powdery aspect, so that heliotrope's coming through. There's a balmy aspect as well. So there is something, we'll say a little denser, a little thicker. Yeah, and that's the Tonka coming in with its vanillic, creamy aspect. So you're gonna get lily, you're gonna get vanilla, you're gonna get all three of these notes actually. Powdery, a little green, lots of white floral coming through. Yeah, cool lily note with a powdery heliotrope is probably the best way of doing it, with obviously a Tonka splash here. Let's put it on skin. Let's see what we get. This atomizer is like attacking my skin. This is a weird atomizer. Yeah. So yeah, the primary is, and those three notes, it doesn't, and I'm always looking at the note breakdown and going, okay, there's three notes, but what else is there? Because you're not telling me the whole story. But this one, honestly, those three players are the main players. Yeah. So you do get a little mild almond touch here from both the heliotrope and the tonka. So you're getting a little bit of that. Yeah. So it's not anything crazy on my skin here. The 3-note breakdown, which is usually a marketing scheme, is actually fits the bill in this release. It really does. There's nothing else here as far as my nose goes as primary in this introduction. So you're getting all 3 notes right in the intro. There's no hiding anything. There's no development going through there. All 3 are very present. As far as development goes, it'll be interesting where this goes. Is it just going to be a tonka heavy heliotrope back end when you lose the lily? So it's just going to be a tonka vanilla powdery thing? Or are you going to get anything more in the back end? So there's not much more to experience here, right? We're like, what, 3 minutes into this video and I'm already dissecting all 3 notes. Where is this going to take me? That could be something that may, you know, not interest some people just because it doesn't have that development. And again, it's a good thing too, because if you like the introduction, you're probably going to like the ending too. So I'm just assuming, but it's clean in a way because of that lily, but it's also missing some punch to it. You know, it's really in no man's land. I don't know what the others from this line actually smell like, so I can't really, you know, that's where the Rolodex helps. And this is where these fragrance reviews or these unboxings that I'm doing, you know, there's a lot of them going through the channel. But the more I'm going into this female aisle, the more I'm starting to know these lines, which is great for the Rolodex. So if one of these Baiser Volés come through, now I already have something in my mind that I'm like, oh, I remember that one. But usually Cartier blends their things really well, and I see that. Like, those 3 notes are dancing together really well. It's not, you know, they're not, the lily is kind of like the oddball here, and everything else, heliotrope and tonka play really well. So it's kind of like, they work well together, but the 2 versus the 1 is kind of how I'm looking at this. But if the original, and I just took a quick gander to just see how many flankers there was. There was actually quite a bit of flankers of this line. So this is obviously a successful line for Cartier. It sold well. There's no wow factor on this one. A beautiful bottle, simplistic, classy, all that stuff. And, you know, you could, when you're smelling this, you could put it on that realm of that it's simplistic, it's classy, it has all that. It does. However, on the other side of things, and what I'm smelling here, and this is where I'm kind of ho-hum with this release, is it kind of smells in a way, not to bash it, but it kind of smells like a hand lotion. It has that creamy aspect, and it does have a hand lotion appeal because there's not much color. There's not much vividness here. A mild floral, vanillic hand lotion kind of thing. So I could see both sides of the coin, and that's kind of, you know, no disrespect to the fragrance. I absolutely love Cartier as a brand. But it's nothing personally that I would love to smell on a woman. It's just, it would be one of those that's kind of, you know, it's not a repellent, we'll say. It's not that, but it's just ho-hum, right? It's in that. However, I could see a woman wearing this as their signature scent. I could see that as well. So now, of course, I got this at fragflex.com, and you can too. Go check out Fragflex. I do have a code for you to use, TFG10. You get 10% off on any purchase. It doesn't have to be this, but go check out the website. Go see what you got. Obviously, I'm decanting this, so this thing is going to get decanted today, and it will be on the site. But yeah, Cartier Baiser Volé Parfum Edition. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. Good, bad, and the ugly, right? And again, this is a line that's new to me. This is my initial step into the Baiser Volé lineup. Let me know if there's others that I should be looking forward to. You know, Fragflex, hopefully this decanting thing is going to continue, which means I'll probably get another big box full of stuff. And that's the thing, if I could start picking and choosing which ones, obviously I want to put, you know, in videos. If there's a time limit on me. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do videos, but I may pick and choose the ones that I want to do videos on that I'm more interested in. But yeah, yeah. And again, it's one of those designers, and that's what a fragrance reviewer does. There's going to be videos like this that it's just meh, right? Like out of 10, I would give this maybe like a high 6, low 7 kind of thing. Like it's good, but it's nothing crazy. There's great, the blending is very good. It's really well composed, but there's no wow factor in this one, unfortunately, for me. And as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your Cartier release wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.